Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I'd love to have Charles Alvarez here on the program. Good to spend time with him, talking about what's happening on the business front. It's with a really interesting company called, what is your company called? It's called the Cornerstone Business Academy. CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com is a phenomenal firm. My firm has worked with that firm, has used its consulting services, and amazing to see the quantifiable growth in our sales and marketing as a result of working with him. So I endorse him without hesitation, which I have made endorsements with hesitation. So, so it's nice to have some where I don't have to hesitate. So always good to have you on. Cornerstone Business Academy, that's the website over there. Talk about your guest today.
Well, really glad to have Charlie Hollis on the show with us today with Mirix, and owns a really, really interesting company that I think could benefit a lot of business owners here in the Houston area. Charlie, it's really good to have you.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
So, Charlie, real quickly, kind of give us your elevator speech. Tell us what your company's all about.
Well, basically, we provide a healthier, more cost-effective alternative to bottled water. We provide pure water systems. Our machines actually manufacture pure water on site. And then also we now have pure ice and water systems, sonic ice on one side, pure water on the other side. And unlike many companies, our purification process removes all the harmful contaminants out of the water, leaving only pure H2O. And you get rid of all the problems associated with heavy lifting of bottles, biofilm and slime, and bottled water coolers. Our ultraviolet light eliminates all that inside the machine, keeping the machine clean and sanitized always.
Very good. Charles?
One thing that I found very interesting is that you think about a lot of claims with workers' comp, and what I found to be interesting is what the number 3 leading cause of workers' comp is, and how you fix it. What is the number 3 leading cause of workers' comp claims, and how do you fix it?
It's picking up the heavy 5-gallon bottles and trying to get them on a cooler without spilling it all over the floor, creating another accident for somebody to fall in. And you fix that by eliminating the bottled water with a bottleless pure water system like ours, where you can have pure water without all the hassle of the bottles.
Yeah, and so that alone is saving a huge amount of money.
Yes, you can save. It just depends on which system you want. Obviously, the ice and water systems are going to be a little bit more, but the employee satisfaction is absolutely unbelievable with those machines.
Yeah, very cool. Charles?
So one thing that I find interesting is, let's say that you're a business owner listening to this and saying, well, my gosh, how hard can it be? It's just water. It's a water bottle I put on there. I mean, how hard can it be? Well, one of the things that I find out from us talking, Charlie, is the fact of how much slime it creates within the actual cooler itself. Tell us how often, if somebody wants to go through the effort of having, the water bottles that you slug up and all that stuff, how often do they have to clean it, and what type of effort is required for them to maintain it well?
To maintain the cooler well, they actually need to get rid of all the water inside the cooler, get a bleach solution, scrub brush, scrub out the inside of the cooler reservoir at least once a month or once every month and a half to keep biofilm and slime from forming inside that cooler. And then they've got to wash it and rinse it and get all the bleach out of the cooler so it doesn't taste like bleach. And the fact is that it's such a hassle, nobody does it. So therefore, the biofilm and slime just keeps growing and growing inside those coolers. And I've seen some of the coolers that it actually even looked like an aquarium around the sides of the inside of the cooler.
Wow.
But with our systems, the ultraviolet light keeps all that clean and sanitized.
So I should have downloaded the Slime in the Ice Machine with Marvin Zindler, but sadly I didn't know we were going to talk about that. But yeah, that's gross stuff. By the way, did you ever get a chance to know Marvin Zindler?
I met him one time at a benefit. Yes, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he was. Great at what he did, too, I tell you. Did a very good job of holding businesses accountable, much more so than the government agencies that we spend God knows how much in tax dollars, too. Tell us a little bit about the history of the company itself.
Well, we started back in 99 with the premise of giving people an alternative for the heavy bottles to get them out of the workplace. The the issues of the lifting and the storage. I mean, believe it or not, there were people even building out rooms in terms of new structures to house bottled water, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But especially with the alternatives that we have today where you can completely eliminate all the bottles. And then the other thing is, too, the little bottles have become very attractive because they're so convenient, but the cost of the little bottles can be extremely expensive if you look at the total cost over a year, where we can put our either freestanding machines up or either countertop units in conference rooms. So instead of having to provide little bottles for everybody in the conference room, all they have to provide is a cup.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Charles?
So you told me a story that was very intriguing about a pregnant lady at one of the businesses that you now service. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Yeah, this actually happened to be an oil related company that has about 30 floors, but when we originally called on the account, it was ironic because the director of facilities actually had glasses of water from different floors sitting on his desk when we originally called on him. And it wasn't in a bad part of town. Matter of fact, it was in a nice part of town, but the pipes and so forth inside that tall building have just become so corroded over the years that the end result of the water coming out through their ice machines and ice and water machines was very distasteful to a lot of the employees there. And one of the ladies that was on one of the floors was very concerned with everything that was in that water, the taste of the water, because she was pregnant, and she was indicating to them that they really needed to do something about the drinking water situation in that particular office complex with their company for the safety of not only her but for other employees inside that business. And we ended up putting our purification systems on all 30 floors, and we put our purification systems on the ice machines on the ice and water machines, as well as all their coffee makers as well, to eliminate the problem. And now everybody's totally happy. The water's crystal clear and pure, and no concerns over health issues.
That's awesome.
Gotta love that. So how's 2013 been for you from a business perspective?
2013's been great. Our sonic ice and water machines have really taken off. Many of our current customers have upgraded their pure water machines to pure ice and water machines, and it seems to be becoming a standard as people do new office build-outs of wanting sonic ice and water at whatever level of volume that they need. We can support that need because we have a full range of mid-volume, high-volume ice and water units.
Very good. We're going to wind it up. Thanks so much for being with us. The company, again, is called Mirex, and it's spelled Mirex, and you can learn more about them at mirexsolutions.com, mirexsolutions.com. Charlie Hollis is the president of that, and then we've had Charles Alvarez on, and he's with Cornerstone Business Academy, cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. Thanks to both of you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you you're listening to The Price of Business.